All right, you want to join us on the high seas of Lake Erie next month? The return of Captain Fun's Floating Fandango. It's our annual cruise. It's all presented to you this year by Circle K. Oh, man, it's going to be fun. The three of us are going to be there. Matitude's going to be spinning. We're going to have prizes and drinks and a fun time on the good time. 3, we're switching boats, so we can have more people along. Also new this year, you can buy tickets. If you think you're going to strike out with me, they're only $20. Go to WMMS.com for all the details. I'm going to have a couple of ticket stops in a few weeks. That information is there too. Right now, caller 10. I'll throw you this pair. So good luck. We'll see you on August 24th. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Alan Cox.
A drummer, or even a real musician, he just makes a noise. If he played the violin or the piano, anything that made sense, but the drums.
100.7 WMMS.
About 8 or 9 minutes away from another $1,000, too. If you're trying to get your mitts on some cash from the Buzzard bookie, why not? Another chance to do that here in a few minutes. The Guardians are concluding their All-Star Week and coming back home. They'll start up tomorrow night. 7:10 is your first pitch at Progressive Field. The first of 3 against the San Diego Padres. They'll play them tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and then they'll start up a 4-game series still at home against the Detroit Tigers next week. The remainder of the month, however many days are left. How many days in July? 30 or 31?
31.
31 days.
31.
It gives you just under 2 weeks to get something from CLE Clothing Company and use the promo code STAR for 20% off. How many percents off, Mary?
20. My mic wasn't on.
Half the time I forget and I have her potted down, and the other half her mic isn't on. It's amazing that we ever hear this poor woman while her teeth are rattling around in her head. And so what will happen, not to belabor this point, but just I'm curious because I myself am so focused on dental hygiene for myself. So it always just makes me nervous when people are in these situations. What will have to happen in your mouth to precipitate a return visit to this dentist or any dentist?
I would rather fly home and go to my dentist before I'd go back to those people. Dead serious.
That's going to be an expensive trip to the dentist if it involves a plane ticket.
Yeah. Or
schedule it around.
Yeah.
Captain Fun's Floating Fandango and dental cleaning.
Wow.
Come on the boat, Doc.
Yeah. One of the many services we provide here at the Alan Cox Show. Alan, I saw people saying that the kid who shot Trump got kicked out of the rifle club because he was a nerd that no one liked, and they just told him he was a bad shot. Yeah, but you'd know if you were a good shot or not. That's something that you can easily quantify. It's harder to quantify. I mean, listen, you look at the picture and you know exactly who that kid is. We've all known that kid. When I was a kid, they weren't armed. But some of them were. But when they first released that picture of that kid, Thomas Crooks or whatever, there wasn't a pair of eyeballs on the planet that were shocked. You know, it wasn't like he was the captain of the football team and was banging a cheerleader. This is what that dude looks like. And we've all known a kid like that. Some of us were that kid. But I don't know, man. Pretty wild. Oh, so somebody left me a message yesterday and said, Captain Fun my ass if there's no butt chugging competition on the boat. And I haven't been able to forget that. Where is that guy's message?
All this new crap you're adding to the AC cruise, but still no butt chug competition. Captain Fun my ass.
Right. He's not wrong. Somebody wrote a butt chugging contest song with AI for us.
Oh, wow.
Now this is what it should
quality.
be used for, yeah.
Wrote us and said, Mary will like the style, Bill will like the lyrics.
Ooh.
Where is his song? Because I wrote my own. Where's his?
We got a little butt chug off.
Competition.
Butt chug song off.
Yeah, so this is his, yeah.
Captain Fun sets the stage on a ship dancing waves. Laughter echoes loud and clear. Here comes the quirky cheer. Games and giggles, joy goes wild. Floating party, everyone's a child. Contest starts, cheers roar. Who's up for more and more? Butt chugging contest, let's go. Laughing hard, dancing slow. Captain Fun's floating show.
Yeah, so it's
butt chugging contest. Let's go.
Let's go.
Pretty good.
Yeah, butt chugging contest. Let's go. Here comes the quirky cheer.
Yeah.
Yep. AI is really going to take over the world, isn't it? It just swing and a miss. Where's the one I did? I mean, mine's not any better, but where is it? Oh, Captain Fun's Wacky Adventure, I think is what they
got a contest that'll make you gasp. It's a butt chugging race. Let's lift a flag.
That started somewhere in the middle there, huh?
Captain Fun sailed into town with a grin so wide. He said, gather around for a joyride. Got a contest that'll make you gasp. It's a butt chugging race. Let's lift a flag.
It's like the voices are getting worse. Right? For a while, it sounded like actual human singers. And now it's like they're going backwards or something. Sounds like old school computer generated.
Because from what I understand, they keep pulling from more and more AI stuff for inspiration, so they're getting
eating their own tail?
Yeah, basically.
The crowd all laughed, but they lit up too, for Captain Fun knew just what to do. With a trumpet's blare and a Saxon's tune, the party began under the silver moon. Oh, Captain Fun, you're the legend that we crave. With a butt chug contest, you're so brave. Raise a trumpet's blare and a Saxon's tune, the party began under the silver moon. Oh, Captain Fun, you're the legend that we crave.
Anyway, butt chug contest. We probably aren't going to do that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm on record.
I'll stop my training then.
Dang.
Your training. I'm on record as being for it.
You think it'll make you burp if you butt chug something carbonated?
I don't know. I've never even done that. And I would volunteer as tribute. I've just never done that before. I didn't even start drinking until I was 26. So I am sorely lacking in all manner of liquor-related games and chicanery.
I'm guessing most people have never butt chugged anything.
I have not.
I mean, it's probably not something standard, but the crazy kids these days, who knows? With their TikTok dances and their tampon vodka soaking, who knows? And their cinnamon challenges. Alan, that kid almost had a headshot at 150 meters without optics. He was not a bad shot at all. No, but he did have. He had a scope, didn't he, or a rangefinder or something?
I don't know.
That's what they first saw him with. That's what put him on their radar before he got up on the roof. He had something, I thought. Maybe I'm way off on that, but I guess he was. Maybe that wasn't good enough to put him in the rifle club.
It's all politics, them rifle clubs.
Yeah, right. I didn't even know rifle clubs were still a thing. Like it's goddamn 1910. I certainly didn't think suburban schools outside cities had rifle clubs. Bethel Park is not
it's
out
not
in the
country.
sticks.
No,
it's
like
not
right next
It's not
to
Washington
Pittsburgh.
County. It is, yeah. It's like 20 minutes south of downtown.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Alan, what's up?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was going to talk about Mary's teeth, but you got me very intrigued by vodka-soaked tampons, so I'm going to have to look into that later.
What's wrong with my teeth?
But about a few months ago, I got like the worst canker sore I've ever had in my whole life. And a few months prior to that, I got a prescription for Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a deep dive on why the hell did I get this canker sore, and I found out that Adderall causes dry mouth. but not so much like, you get caught enough like you're stoned. But just enough to not drink enough water, and I looked into ways to combat that, and I came across xylitol, the artificial sweetener that's incredibly toxic for dogs. And I started using xylitol mints all the time because it increases salivary production, and it helps salivary pH and strengthens tooth enamel. And my most recent trip to the dentist, I mentioned that, and they said, that's very good. Keep doing that, and it's really helped.
What's it called?
But keep that away from dogs.
Xylitol, XY.
XYLITOL.
So now your mouth is the right amount of wet?
Now my mouth is just wet enough. That's my wife. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. I didn't realize that Adderall gives you cotton mouth.
Oh, yeah. And it also can make you...
Neither did I, because it's not that bad.
It can also make you, if like in higher doses, not grind your teeth, but like clench your jaw.
Clenchy, yeah.
Kind of like coke would or amphetamines, you know?
It is.
Wow.
So that was what I was worried about, too, was like, am I clenching my jaw and not realizing it?
Well, that was the thing that I was contending with, too, for many years, because I was like cracking back teeth, and they're like, you must really grind your teeth when you sleep. And I'm like, I don't wake up with headaches. I've never wore a mouth guard or anything like that. So I don't know if that's what was happening. I'm like, I really don't think so, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of people grind and you wake up and you feel fine, I guess, but you don't know. Okay, so the xylitol, they gave you the thumbs up from the dentist.
Yeah, and I get 300 packs off the internet for like $12.
Dang.
Oh, look at this guy.
I just keep them stocked and keep them coming.
Wow. All right, well, there you go. He's big pimping there with Paul and the xylitol. Xylitol Paul, Bill. That's what they call him now. Okay, thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Is a canker the same as a shanker? Are those two different things?
No.
Oh, what's a shanker?
I've never heard of a shanker.
Isn't a shanker something you get when you have chlamydia?
I've never heard that. I thought like shanking a person.
Or no, shanking a golf ball. No, not stabbing someone. A shanker. Isn't that something? I thought a canker and a shanker were the same thing.
No.
Oh, a shanker is from syphilis.
Ew.
Do any of you have syphilis?
No.
Okay, because you can get them in your anus. So be careful.
Well, that's going to put a real
in the
downer on the butt chugging contest.
Yeah.
Careful of my butt shanker.
That's where the liability comes in. We got to have people sign waivers.
Yeah.
And there's probably a HIPAA violation there. Potential HIPAA violations. And I can't oversee that.
It's only a 90-minute cruise.
Yes.
You don't got time for that.
No, ain't nobody got time for that. I've got $1,000 right here for you as promised, courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. It's your second of 4 chances here on the show today. Last few for the day, so listen closely, and I hope you win.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
And a canker is from... A canker is what?
Can be from anything.
Yeah.
It can be from anything.
You can get canker sores from like eating food that's too acidic. You can get it from like biting your lip. You can get it from stress. I've gotten canker sores and they say, yeah, well, probably stressed out.
Well, on the acidic tip, when she asked you if you've been drinking lemonade, you should have said, you see any cankers in there? There's your answer. Bitch. No, I'm not. I don't have cankers. And I'm not. No,
you're not.
Sorry. All right. Well, thank you, Paul, for the xylitol thing. Did you see that Grindr crashed from too much use in Milwaukee? I did see that. The RNC. Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, of course. I said there were a lot of people posting on social media. They were like, anyway, the virulently anti-LGBTQ people here at the RNC are crashing Grindr. 0 people are shocked, of course, but read the xylitol warnings for cancer.
Everything causes cancer.
Not love, Mary. Not love.
Maybe it does.
Love cancer.
What if you love xylitol?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You ever think about that?
Or cigarettes.
Yep.
Cigarettes, yeah.
You get a heart shanker. Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
What's up, Drew?
Who's this? Is it Alan?
It is Alan.
Oh, well, hey, I just wanted to tell you what you get when you get syphilis. It's a Rudy shanker.
Oh, good.
Come on, man.
For you.
That's a good one.
Oh, what?
Later.
What?
Later?
A Rudy Shanker?
I mean, there's a Rudolph Schenker is one of the guitarists for the Scorpions. But what does that have to do with syphilis?
That's his fun joke.
You get a Rudy Schenker. That's
Does he have
Schenker, not
syphilis?
Schenker. Like Michael Schenker and Rudy Schenker, the brothers.
Your guess is as good
And
as
the
mine.
Scorpions. Wow. All right. Thank you, dude. No, Schenker would be those guys. Okay. Somebody left, I got a lot of response on the Mary Santora and Bill show.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
All right. I listened to the podcast from yesterday, and I'm going to help you out with something here, Alan. The listeners did not deserve the Mary Santora and Bill show, and frankly, you deserve a swift kick in the ass for that. Love you. Hate the show. Bye.
I guess they're responding to me saying I don't understand deserve. Is that what he's drilling down on there?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, so okay, fine. A guy called yesterday and just had nothing but foul language for yours truly. Hates my guts. And said he would have much preferred the Mary Santora and Bill show. Of course, Mary Santora, not to be confused with the guy who used to sing for the band Chicago. So there's a woman who's working at a Subway sandwich shop. You know, our own Bill Squire used to be a sandwich artist.
Yeah. Once a sandwich artist, always a sandwich artist.
For precisely 8 hours. How long was your shift? You worked one day?
No, I worked there for months.
Oh, you said you worked there one day.
No. One day I left, middle of shift.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So you have...
I worked there from like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months.
Your pedigree as a sandwich artist. Yeah. Well, kind of attendant on the same topic there of people at the RNC who are on Grindr, even though publicly they're very anti-gay people. Mm-hmm. You know, these laws that are passed, the people who have such a head of steam to pass laws to make life difficult for other people, they get really and strangely upset when it invariably cuts the other way. Somebody posted a photo of a girl working at a Subway outside of Milwaukee. And this person who has a lot of American flags in their profile picture or whatever was complaining that she refused to serve him because he was wearing a Christian shirt. You know, a lot of right-wingers, the Supreme Court goes, well, businesses can deny service based on religious preference, right? Like, we're not going to make you a gay cake. Or we're not going to, so those people love that if they support those laws, not realizing it goes both ways. And this guy posted some angry video that this girl at Subway had refused to serve him because he was wearing a Christian shirt. Of course, a deeper dive, the shirt said, "Homo sex is sin."
Yep.
But to that guy, that's a Christian shirt.
Oh, very Christian shirt.
But guess what? That's also legal now. I don't like your Jesus shirt. I'm not going to make you a sandwich. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's just the flip side of that coin. So you can high-five each other all you want that I don't have to make your gay cake if I'm running a bakery. But guess what? I don't have to make you a sandwich if your shirt says abortion is murder or homo sex. Imagine you're sitting at home and you're online because you're probably not making them yourself. You're online and you're going on some website and you're like, you know, I want a T-shirt that really speaks to my values, my fellow man. I just can't figure out what it is. I want something that, you know, really speaks to me.
I bet it was a Facebook ad. Is that because people, you know, you'll always see all those shirts that they try and get you to buy online. All the dumb shirts.
What for like
I'll see the ones that will be like about like my last name, be like Squire blah and like some dumb thing, but they'll just like, you know,
wait,
but they try to customize it to your
You mean an ad that's
taste.
being served to you?
Yes.
I see, with your name on it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's the same thing for this shirt. They're like, oh, this guy would totally buy this shirt, so we're gonna put it in his ads.
Hey, Redbubble. They're going to sell me a homo sex is sin shirt.
That's a wildly aggressive shirt.
It is. Well, I just like that the guy referred to it as a Christian shirt. Right? There's a lot of Christians who don't believe that homosex is sin. Because Jesus never said anything about that. And if he's your guy, I mean, what are you going to do? So I don't know what the response to this guy was. But again, this is one of those, these kinds of laws cut both ways. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I had a very long, very frustrating conversation in my family group chat yesterday about trans people, which I don't know why
How did that get started?
I don't know why I engaged.
But how did it get started?
One of my family members sent a picture of a trans person to the group chat.
A picture of a trans person?
Mm-hmm, claiming it was one of 3 that they have ever seen in real life.
Oh, this was allegedly a picture they took?
Yes. No, it is a picture they took.
Okay.
And so it just sparked a lot of frustration from.
Are you on an island in those group chats when that's the topic that comes up?
A lot of my younger sister she'll chime in every now and then, but she won't go in like I will, where I will waste hours just going back and forth, and I have.
And
to
that's
stop.
on text.
I know I have to stop. I have to stop.
I don't.
But like this kind of a situation came up where they were like, my one brother was saying that there's a law in Canada. I didn't look into this. I didn't check into it at all. He said someone's currently in jail in Canada for using another person's dead name, that they like misgendered a person, called them by their name before they transition. The person sued them, and then the person who did the misgendering went to jail. I don't know if that's true or not.
They do have gender identity rights laws over there, yeah.
But they were saying, like, where's it going to end type of a thing. Like, how long do we have to play along with mental illness before I end up in jail or this or that or the other thing?
Right.
And, I mean, like we're talking about the laws being made about who you can and can't serve. And
right. Yeah.
I have a link in my, we all have our links to tour dates and YouTube videos and stuff like that. And the one link that I keep up in my link in bio is research about transgender people and the science behind it. And it is very nuanced, and it is detailed, and it is complicated, but it is not mental illness. It is genetics. And if you want to read it, you can go to my Instagram, click link in bio, scroll down, and it's titled Stop Using False Science to Justify Your Transphobia, because of people like Mary's brothers who you can show this information to, but then they go, no, not that science. And it's very frustrating.
I mean, the things that we kind of take as gospel now, for lack of a better word, if you go back far enough, people thought it was weird. Like, women having orgasms means that they're mentally ill, or
right.
Things like that. No, in Canada, deliberately misgendering somebody in the workplace is a human rights violation. So it would have had to have been at work. If you're on the street and you yell something, I don't know what the situation is there, but but to your brother, that's a huge infringement on his liberty.
Not at all.
Oh.
He wasn't saying like this person shouldn't exist or this person shouldn't be in public. Like it was nothing like that. Truly, I think he was just, I don't know what he was doing or what he was trying to accomplish. And I said that. I was like, hey, man, we don't believe the same things as you. So I don't know why you would even send this.
He thinks it's the word police.
No, he was more like, as the conversation evolved, it always boils down to religion. And it came down to the fact that, like, after 3 hours, I had to be like, yo, I don't believe in the same God as you.
I see.
Like, straight up, you can't keep running to the Bible and you can't keep saying, like, his whole thing was like, I'm raising my kids with a very strict set of morals and I'm raising them a certain way. And he thinks it's wrong for policies to be made against that. And I'm like, we're saying the same.
But I imagine I imagine he would like policies made in support of what he believes.
But that's what I'm saying is that I'm like, we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like both
also,
sides
morality,
of the aisle are saying the exact same thing, just on opposite sides of it.
And morality predates religion. There's a lot of people that think that like religion comes from morality. It doesn't. There's this notion that if there was no religion, people would be running around stabbing each other in the face.
Yeah.
It's like that's just not part of the human condition. So
he's also a person that he tries to make everything objective, and he doesn't accept that different people have different realities.
Yeah,
that's something that's a conversation that I cannot get through to him, that I was like, yes, there are objectively bad things, right? You shouldn't kill other people. You shouldn't hurt other people. Those are objectively bad things. I was like, but nothing, I feel like nothing is objective anymore, because let's take me getting pulled over for speeding, you getting pulled over for speeding, and Cody, Pound Cake, getting pulled over for speeding. Those are 3 completely different interactions that are going to happen based on a white man, a woman, and a black guy. Like those, we are living in different realities.
Well, that's different than objective, though. The objectivity is whatever the law is. How it's applied is subjective, but the objectivity is there is a law. I pulled you over because you were going over the speed limit.
Correct.
The interaction is different, of course.
It's subjective.
But when people go, there's no objective whatever, especially for a guy who reverts to the Bible, I don't know how he can refer to objective truth if that's his fallback.
That is his objective truth.
Is the Bible.
Yes.
I see.
What God has said and what is written in the Bible is objective truth.
Well,
those are the objective truths that everyone should follow.
Does he also, though, understand that within that, what God said allegedly and what was written down are 2 different things?
I don't know.
So just within the context of the book,
right.
Those are 2 different things.
And that,
well, anyway,
there's been so many translations of the Bible, and the way it's been translated has been like there's so many different ways to interpret it.
But he must, I mean, if he sends a picture and then starts a conversation with you guys, he must figure there's enough people in your family that will agree with him that it's even worth starting the conversation, or he just
was
vents?
just like venting, and I might have taken it a little too far.
Since you went back and forth for an hour?
Where it's like, don't vent like that here. I don't want to hear it. Like, our other brother would either joke with you or vent with you or do whatever. And I did feel a little bad afterward that I was like, this probably didn't need to take place. This entire conversation, I should have just let it go.
Yeah, you should have just respond with like a recipe for something.
Yeah.
Hey, I just made an amazing apple brown Betty. Here you go. And no, that's not my drag name. And then send him a smiley face and then be done with it.
This is the brother that you like touching his butt.
No.
Don't dead name his butt. I got a break here. I'll have those Mammoth WVH tickets for you later on. You want to go see Wolfie Van Halen? He's doing a routing date through Cleveland next week.